Robert De Niro has been killing it lately. And he doesn't often play someone that's older than his real age. Hand of Stone. Whoops. Hands of Stone. Rapid fire review. The plot. This movie follows the boxing career of Roberto Duran and the people in his life. Most notably his boxing coach, 72-year-old Ray Arcel, and their whole relationship based on this true story. And this movie was fantastic. Ray Arcel, played by Robert De Niro. Again, Robert De Niro proves he's one of the best actors of all time. The character Ray Arcel has such an interesting story. One of the best boxing coaches of all time, the mob fucking forces him to retire. 20 years later, he sees Roberto Duran box and decides, fuck it, I'm gonna coach him. That's awesome. Roberto Duran, played by Edgar Rodriguez. He's a dick, but I love him. And that's because Edgar Rodriguez does such a good job playing him. He portrays the character in a way that really makes you care about him, especially when they cover his past and how he came up to be a boxer from poverty. And you're rooting for him the whole time. Also a very cool story. Sugar Ray Leonard. I don't really like Usher, but I can't deny that he did a great job. Usher was great. So great that I didn't even recognize it was Usher the whole time he was in it. He's got so much charisma. Ana de Armas. Literally a week ago, I talked about how this actress is too attractive to act. She's still a 10, but she had a much larger role in this than she did in War Dogs. And boy, did she prove to be a great actress. This movie completely showcased her acting skills, and I was very impressed. I was able to get past how attractive she is and fall in love with her character as the wife of Roberto Duran. You don't often see boxing movies where the wife is actually into the boxing. Usually the wife is very scared for her husband and doesn't want them to be boxing. She was like his #1 fan. She's like, yeah, yeah. And it was badass. She's got the looks. She's got the acting skills. You're gonna see a ton of her in the future. Overall, I love this movie. It's fast-paced, it's historical, it's interesting. The chemistry between Ray Arcel and Roberto Duran made me love the characters. When they bicker and argue, it's hilarious. You got this dick from Panama arguing with this old man about fighting. Ugh. I love how they filmed the boxing scenes too. They didn't focus as much on the actual fight as they did the spectacle of boxing. They focused on the audience, they focused on the lights, they focused on the sound. Oh my god, the sound editing in this movie is great. Holy shit. I really didn't have any issues with this movie. I thought the ending was a little abrupt. When it ended, I was like, oh, okay. Still satisfied. Please go see this movie. It deserves to be seen. It's fantastic. Rapid fire review. Subscribe.